Hey everybody, this is the Binkster for Powerstar Japan here. So kind of fresh off the most recent indie partner Nintendo Direct, that's a bit of a mouthful, we've got a very welcome update to the Sea of Stars expansion. If you don't know, Sea of Stars is a beautifully pixel animated RPG that was released last year. It's heavily inspired by Chrono Trigger, it has a fantastic story, art style, combat mechanics, and minigames. Sea of Stars won both Best Indie Game at the Game Awards in 2023, and far more prestigious, it won Powerstar Japan's Best RPG for 2023. Hopefully you come across their sweet videos sometime, if not now. And by spring 2025, or autumn 2025 in a better country, we'll be getting an expansion to this wondrous game. The new free DLC remixes the gameplay, which is a complete surprise to me. I would have been totally content with Valerie and Zale and the original party having the same moveset, but they've got completely new moves, reminiscent of a circus, and a new party member. There are also fun-timey villains, and a puppeteer that looks suspiciously like another character. The Artificer party member is actually the children in their new robot. If that last sentence sounds weird, it's because it is. Long story short, these children were cursed by the main game's villain to never grow old, unless they leave this clockwork castle. If they do, all the time spent in the castle will hit them all at once, and they'll age too fast and peace out. But they built a special robot as a clever Ryan Johnson subversion to the curse. This child commie bot helps out the party a couple of times as an NPC in the main game, but here it seems this is Mark II, and they are going to be a playable character. Two big questions, however, is precisely where and when the game will be set. It could be set just after the main story. Valerie and Zale have mega powers, which easily justifies their newfound moveset as restrictions being imposed upon them. Is the new area Hortige a real location or an abstract mindscape kind of deal? And another thing, there's a loose end to cover with these guys too. Whatever the case may be, I'm sure it'll be done well. The expansion is titled Throes of the Clockmaker, and it presumably delves into the motivations and exploits of an arguably minor character in the base game story, known as Mike Tyson. Not really, they're known as the Clockmaker. The Clockmaker does have a decent impact on the lore of Sea of Stars, but in the base game itself, she kind of just sits there quietly, only really acknowledging you when you play her in Wheels, as she is Wheels' creator, and sending mechanical monstrosities to the arena as a perverse side hustle. She's under the same curse as the children, whereas the children, in their desire to escape the castle, morph themselves into an Animal Farm amalgamation robo. The Clockmaker is perfectly content just sitting in her tower, building stuff. This expansion will most likely focus on her. She seems to have created a new world in Hortige we can explore, and is potentially the evil master of that world too. We can trapeze through this wacky wonderland and finally find out why she just sits there and stuff. Awesome. Some final thoughts. This expansion just shows the creativity and ingenuity of the developers at Sabotage Studio. They didn't have to do this. A prime example being they could have kept the same combat template, but the fact that they changed it and went out of their way to make something fresh and unique really speaks to why the game is so beloved in the first place. You can tell that the team loves the game and genre just as much as the players do, and their primary focus is about the craft. It's not about maximizing profit, there are no microtransactions, it's just, can we make a great RPG with a great story? But they don't fall into traps of other indie devs either. It's not a done-to-death plot like restoring the world or nature. There's no egocentric bitterness like the creator of Fez. There's no forced, awkward pandering like in Timesplitters. And they didn't pull a Silk Song and ghost their entire fanbase horrendously. They're just answering that core question and trusting that the rest falls into place, which it wholeheartedly does. The base game is fantastic, and I'm 100% confident that the DLC will be fantastic too. That's it from me, but what do you think? Let us know. We welcome any and all theorizing and pontification, and thank you for your ongoing support of Powerstar Japan. If you've made it this far, please chuck us a like and a sub. And if you want more Sea of Stars, you can watch my review here. It'll probably be popping up on the screen around now. More PSJ content to come. Thanks so much for watching.